Hey guys, I'm Matt with Mr. Matt Woodworks, and today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to clean your blades on a budget. You don't need any kind of special blade cleaning kits. You're just going to need some simple green, some paper towels, nylon brush, or like a brass brush, or you could use like a Scotch-Brite pad, something like that. Heat gun later for drying up extra moisture. Now, there are a lot of kits out there that come with a shallow bowl and the cleaner and the brushes and the pads and all that kind of stuff, but I found this thing for, I think it was $1.49. It's a clear, shallow thing that'll basically hold, you know, any blade up to, I mean, you could even do a 14-inch blade in here if you have that. Most people wouldn't go above a 12, but yeah, this is big enough to hold the blades that I have and get the job done. So, without further ado, let's get cleaning. Now, these blades that I grabbed are intentionally disgusting. They're filled with a lot of resin and pitch. You can see it just gunked right up in here in between the teeth of this blade. Now, the solution that I'm going to be using to break up that pitch and resin is Simple Green, the purple one. I'm not sponsored by them. This video isn't sponsored by them. It's just a great product that I like to use, and it's cheap enough. So you only need to pour in just enough to cover up your blade. If you're going to do a few blades, you can carefully stack them on top of each other. You just need to be very careful that you're not bumping those teeth together. You certainly don't want to chip your teeth any more than they're ruined with this mess. So after about 5 to 10 minutes of soaking, the pitch and resin is basically just falling right off. You can see I'm just moving it right off with the glove there. But using a nylon brush is going to get even more of that off, especially in those nooks and crannies. Make sure that you're brushing with the direction of the teeth and not against it so you don't cut yourself. And then flip the blade over and do the same thing, again, reversing the direction that you're scrubbing now, so that way you're still going with the direction of the teeth. You can also turn the blade on its side and get in there a little bit better. If there's any really stubborn spots, you can switch over to a brass brush. With the brass being softer than the steel, it's not going to ding up your blade anymore. Once you feel like you've gotten it good and scrubbed, then we move on to drying it so it's ready to use. Paper towels or any kind of shop rag is going to do the trick to get that extra Simple Green stuff off of there. Again, when you're drying this off, make sure that you're going with the direction of the teeth so you don't cut yourself. And make sure that you get in that arbor hole as well. Nobody wants a wet arbor hole. And then the one last thing that I like to do is use a heat gun. You could easily use a blow dryer just the same to get any extra moisture that might be on there off of there. And now we just lather, rinse, and repeat on the other blades. Man, and that solution is disgusting. Usually I'll save this and reuse it, but this is looking a little bit extra mucky and has completely lost its purple color, so I think I'm going to ditch this batch. And there we go. A clean blade, ready to go on the saw, free of all of that pitch and resin that was gunking up all of the teeth. And like I mentioned before, you know, kits are great for cleaning stuff, but they're not necessary if you can't afford it. Some Simple Green will do the trick to break all of that pitch and resin up. All you need is some kind of shallow dish. Again, this was like $1.49 at a plant potting store. And then some nylon brushes or brass brushes or Scotch-Brite pad. Just make sure that whatever you're using isn't harder than the metal of the blade itself, so that way you're not chipping or dulling the tips of your blades. And I know I said I usually will save the Simple Green and pour it back into the bottle, but this stuff came out extra yucky. The blades that I was cleaning were the first blades that I ever had for my table saw, long before I knew about proper table saw maintenance and blade cleaning and all of that. So as I started to upgrade my blades, these ones just went in the closet dirty as they were, and onward and upward I went with the new stuff. Cleaning as I go. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I've got more content coming. Probably going to try and filter in some more of these tips and tricks, you know, to keep your shop organized and clean, and, you know, figure out little jigs and stuff as I go. If you have any questions, you can leave that down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer those as long as they're relevant questions to the subject matter of the video. And yeah, I appreciate you hanging out this long, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.